Hey there, salon owners. If you're here, I know you're someone who is serious about taking your salon and your life to the next level. I've got some exciting things to share with you today. If you love the tips and strategies we talk about in this podcast, I've created something that will take your journey to the next level. A weekly email series packed with actionable business tips designed specifically for salon owners. These emails are like your personal coach showing up in your inbox every week with the exact steps you need to level up your business. From tracking metrics that matter most to creating systems that simplify your life, I'll walk you through the strategies that have helped countless salon owners, including me, growing a thriving business. Here's how you subscribe. It's super easy to join. Just head to www.opulentbeautypro.com and sign up for free. That's right, it's free. One tip every week, straight to your inbox, no strings attached. And as we speak of growth, for those of you ready to go all in, let me tell you about the Salon Owner Blueprint program. This is the ultimate roadmap for salon owners looking to scale their business, lead with confidence, and hit those big revenue goals. It's packed with strategies to help you master your finances, grow your team, and attract the dream clients who fuel your vision. Whether you're just getting started or looking to refine your systems, this program will give you everything you need to thrive. Want to learn more? Visit www.opulentbeautypro.com/blueprint and take the first step towards your next breakthrough. I also want to give a quick shout out to our exclusive podcast subscription. This is where you dive even deeper into the topics we touch on here. As a subscriber, you'll get bonus episodes, behind the scene content, the insider access to my personal strategies for growing a successful salon business. For just $7.99 a month, you'll get unparalleled insights that you can start using immediately to see results. It's like having a business coach in your pocket. So here's what I want you to do. Subscribe to my weekly email list at www.opulentbeautypro.com. Check out the Salon Owner Blueprint program if you are ready to make big moves. And don't forget to subscribe to the Elevate Insider for exclusive game-changing content. Remember, success is in your hands, and I'm here to guide you every step of the way. Hello and welcome to the Elevate Podcast. I'm your host, Patricia Nowakowski. I am a salon owner, educator, mindset, and leadership coach that helps salon owners go from overwhelmed and burnt out to motivated and empowered. It is my mission to help you systemize your business, generate more profit, and create a career that you are absolutely in love with. Join us every week to learn about the small shifts you can make to elevate your business regarding mindset, marketing, social media, business systems, and so much more. Hello, and welcome to this week's episode of the Elevate Podcast. On today's episode, we're going to be chatting about how to empower your team for success. One of the things that I'm always seeing circulating on these Facebook business groups, especially with salon owners, is they feel unable to motivate, quote unquote, their staff members. So today I want to chat about some secrets to empowering your team for success and truly how to unlock your salon's full potential through the growth of your team. I'm your host, Patricia Nowakowski. If you love the podcast, please be sure to subscribe and leave a review. Leaving a review and subscribing to this podcast enables me to continue sharing free content with you every single week. And it also is something that I love to do. I love going through all the reviews and taking in all of the feedback everyone has to share about all of our episodes. So, whether you're a salon owner or a stylist looking to grow, today's conversation is packed with actionable insights that will help you build a high performing, motivated team that elevates your salon to the place you know you want it to be. The truth is, when you empower your team, you create a ripple effect of success throughout your entire business. A confident, motivated, well supported team isn't just good for morale, it's great for your salon's growth and overall success. So, in today's episode, we're diving deep into the secret to empowering your team and how it can be the key to unlocking your salon's full potential. Before we dive into today's episode, I just want to give a gentle reminder that if you love the Elevate podcast, you will absolutely love the Elevate Insider. That is where you're going to get supporting PDFs and the full episodes for the podcast. I also want to add that if you are somebody who is overwhelmed and if you love all the things that we talk about on the podcast, then you would definitely love the Salon Owner's Blueprint. The Blueprint literally has every single supporting document we talk about on all the shows. It has a roadmap to success for your team. It has a growth plan, marketing for your business, social media templates, literally everything that you need as a salon owner. And it definitely takes some of those tasks off of your plate to give you more freedom to truly focus on empowering your team and on the things we're going to be sharing today in this episode. I know I can't talk about this enough, but one of the ways to empower your team is to provide a clear growth plan and opportunities. Empowerment starts with your stylist understanding their journey at your salon, and it's more than showing up for work and delivering great services. If you are a salon owner who feels like your team is not motivated, you feel like you are unable to attract high-performing team members, it's because you don't have your shit together. It's because you don't have a clear growth plan. It's because you don't have other opportunities besides working behind the chair. Motivated team members and elevated stylists want a very clear growth plan. And this is, again, something that we have for you inside of the Salon Owner's Blueprint. I have my growth plan and I also have all of the roles I have in my salon. We got some feedback from one of our testers for the Salon Owner's Blueprint, and her remark was something along the lines of, yeah, these roles are great, but I'm not big enough. And I feel like this is all something one person can do. No, it is not about just taking tasks off your plate. It's about providing people with more opportunity and giving them a place that they can grow in your business, a role that they can grow into. So you really do need as many opportunities as possible. Don't get me wrong. Having this clear growth plan and having these roles does take so much off of your plate. It also really helps with communication because every single role you have in your business is a dedicated person that the team can go to get the answers. So if you are a salon owner who feels like you're overwhelmed and you're also the person that everyone in your business goes to and it is overwhelming for you, you should absolutely be implementing these roles in your business to take some stress and alleviate all of these extra things that are coming at you that truly are not necessary. So when we're talking about a growth plan, I want to talk about how empowerment starts with helping your stylist understand their journey in your salon and how it's more than just showing up for great services. It's about helping them grow, develop new skills, and advance their careers. I can't even tell you, when you shift your mindset from your team helping you grow your salon to true leadership, which is helping your team grow their business inside of your salon, so many things shift for you and your profit margin. Another thing that I want to touch base on is growth doesn't happen on its own. You need to build a structured framework, which is already done for you in the blueprint, that allows your team to envision their future. Whether it's offering advanced education, leadership opportunities, training on client management, your team should always know what the next step is. And if you did not listen to my episode on one-on-one meetings, you need to go back and listen to that as well. That's going to give you a guideline on how to hold meetings with your team to keep them on track with their growth plan. So I highly recommend going back and listening to that episode. So when we're talking about a growth plan, there are a couple things that you need to, as a salon owner, develop in each stylist. If you aren't going to get the blueprint, because I do give you coaching sessions for each phase. So, how to get to 26K, how to get to 50K, how to get to 75K. The more you invest in your team's growth, the more you'll see them invest in the salon. Growth creates loyalty and sets the foundation for long-term success with all of your stylists. Another way to truly empower your team and motivate your team is building a culture of accountability and autonomy. I cannot even tell you how many salon owners struggle with accountability. And it is something that I can see is so scary because you're so afraid to hurt someone's feelings. You're so afraid to lose a team member. But when you have a culture of accountability, people come to work and just do what they're supposed to do. Like, I know I rave about my team. My team isn't perfect. Like, I struggle with so many things like gossip and people not wanting to change when we make changes in the salon, and people trying to do things that are against our policies. But what keeps people in line is my ability to hold them accountable and have hard conversations, and to really keep them in line with the vision, mission, and the policies of the salon. So another core element of empowerment is giving your team autonomy while holding them accountable. When stylists feel like they own their work and their decisions, it drives both their motivation and performance. But where many salon owners fall short is they give too much freedom without proper structure. This is something that almost tanked my salon. I am so glad that I have experienced all the things that I've experienced and tried the things that I've tried, because I truly know what doesn't work and what does work in my business. And freedom without structure is chaos and does not provide results for you as an owner. So empowering your team with autonomy means providing balance between trust and accountability. And you can't just leave them to do whatever they want without clear expectations. Let me put this into a term so you understand what I'm saying. So autonomy with accountability. We all know that a client brings in a picture of, let's just say, like a blonde balayage, right? You have to have trust in your team and understand that every single team member will approach that picture in a different way, a different technique, a different formula, but they can all achieve that same look, right? So it's really like making sure that you trust them to be able to get the result in the way that works best for them, right? And if they don't achieve that look, then holding them accountable to that and making sure that we're course correcting and we're fixing it. Last but not least, and this is where so many salon owners can improve, is accountability. Giving regular feedback and performance reviews. Again, this goes back to one-on-ones. That should be a part of the process. Provide your team with the tools to measure their success and offer guidance when they miss the mark. Accountability isn't about reprimanding, it's about coaching them towards their goals. Remember, empowering your team is about creating an environment where they feel trusted, but they also are held to a standard that encourages growth. We want to lead by example and have integrity and transparency. Leadership is at the heart of empowerment. The best way to lead your team is to model the behaviors. There were so many bad behaviors I had to fix, like not waiting up front for my clients, not washing my own bowls, not cleaning off my own cart. I was such a princess and I've always had a personal assistant. And when I started cutting down my days, I didn't really need a personal assistant anymore, right? So I still had these bad habits of just leaving my cart because I'm like, well, I got more important things to do. I'm not going to waste my time on this, right? And I would leave it for the support staff that was working that day. Well, what ended up happening is all of my stylists saw my success, saw my bad habits, and started to mimic my bad habits. Not cleaning their bowls, not waiting up front for their guests. And it's because I was leading by example. I was saying till I was blue in the face that these things were so important to a successful day and to a great client experience, yet I wasn't doing any of them. So now what do? I fill out my tickets. I clean my bowls. I wait up front for my client. If I can't wait up front for my client, what do? I send somebody up there for me. So leadership is at the heart of empowerment. The best way to lead your team is to model the behaviors you expect for them. You have to do what you expect them to do, period. If you want them to show up on time, work hard, and lead with integrity, you need to do the same. Think about this. Your stylists are watching you all the time. The way you handle challenges, the level of your commitment, your communication style, they are all looking up to you because they chose to work for you. They are absorbing everything that you're doing. If you're being consistently transparent, authentic, and ethical, your team will mirror this behavior. Transparency is a big one. Share the highs and lows of your business with your team. Don't keep them in the dark about financial performance or any challenges the salon might be facing. The more your team feels involved, the more informed they are, the more they will be invested in the success of the salon. We also need to stay committed, showing up every day with the same level of enthusiasm, the same commitment that you expect from your team, and the same energy. I do not come into the salon hardly ever in a bad mood. I used to come into the salon all the time and people would be like, oh, what kind of mood is Patricia in? Is she going to be in a good mood or a bad mood? Nope. I'm the same every single day. I leave my bullshit at the door. I leave my stress at the door. I show up dressed to the nine every day. I show up with my hair and makeup done. I am committed to being the example that I want my team to be because I want to be able to hold them accountable. We cannot be hypocrites and hold people accountable to the things that we aren't doing ourselves. So another thing that is really important to me and that definitely empowers my team for success is fostering collaboration and open communication. Salon environments can sometimes be competitive, and there is good competition and bad competition. I'll just say that. We have competitions all the time in our salon for things. Like we're doing a competition right now with social media, and they win a class with some social media person that is like popular amongst the young stylists. I can't even remember what her name is, but that is the winning prize. So a little competition can spark motivation, which is good, but we want to make sure that we are having healthy competition. And we also want to make sure the girls are collaborating, and this is truly what's going to lead to success. When stylists feel like they're a part of a team and not just individuals working in isolation, you guys, there has to be a team feel inside of your salon. It fosters a much greater sense of empowerment. I can't even tell you, I do not tolerate mean girl behavior. I do not tolerate malicious gossip. I will immediately fire somebody if they are maliciously gossiping or doing anything that makes anyone feel uncomfortable in my salon. There are hard conversations, there's accountability, and then there is just malicious behavior that is just completely unnecessary. And that is what I do not tolerate. So when we're talking about collaboration, we want to do something. One, we want to make sure no one ever feels stupid for asking a question. We always want to make sure that if we aren't sure about something, like all of my girls will ask each other about formulas or techniques or technical strategies. I really don't do a lot of team meetings, but I do celebrate wins and discuss challenges and brainstorm ideas in our band group, which is where we hold all of our salon communication. And I involve my team in the decision-making process with a lot of things. We came across where, our extension hair, they essentially ended up doing shrinkflation, which is like we're getting a smaller amount of hair for the same amount of price. And I asked my team, like, what do you think we should do? What do you think the solution is? Do we raise the prices? Do we lessen the amount of hair that we put on the clients? Like, what do you think the right thing to do is? Like, how do you think your clients will feel about this? What do you think would be best for your clients? I'm always, when it comes to their business and the outcome, I'm always asking, what their thoughts are, because I want them to feel empowered to contribute to the success of the salon. And I know that their success is what creates the overall salon success. I also encourage sharing so much. Like I said before about the formulas and stuff, when you create an environment where stylists share tips, techniques, and strategies with each other, it builds a supportive community inside of the salon. There's nothing worse with getting a client and not knowing what to do, or feeling stuck, or feeling overwhelmed. I encourage my team to help each other out, to lessen those negative feelings. They feel supported when they're here. They never feel stupid. I cannot stress that enough. I remember at my other salon, it was not a collaborative feel when I was working at the commission salon I worked at for 10 years. It was awful. People wouldn't share your formulas if someone sat in your chair that was their client. I mean, it was just ridiculous. They made you feel stupid for asking questions. So I highly encourage being supportive and sharing. I also celebrate successes all the time. When your team achieves a collective goal or any goals or anything just remarkable that just stands out to me, I always reward them. I have $10 gift certificates to Amazon, or I'll even have $10 gift certificates to Starbucks, and I'll be like, hey, thank you so much. Like, great job on this. And I'll give them a gift certificate. So we also, anytime someone gets a promotion, I'll put that in band as well. Like, I just want to celebrate my team as much as I can because I want to make them feel like they're winning. The stronger the bond between your team members, the more motivated they'll be to work together to achieve common goals. And when you have a team that works together, it's a better client experience and there's more revenue for you as an owner. Empowering your team isn't just nice to have, it's essential for long-term success. When your stylists feel valued, supported, and trusted, they'll deliver their best work, stay motivated, and contribute to the overall success of your salon. If you're ready to unlock the full potential of your salon, I encourage you to start implementing the strategies we talked about today. Empowering your team will not only improve their performance, but it will also create a culture of collaboration and growth that drives your salon for long-term success. Thank you for listening to today's episode of the Elevate podcast. If you enjoyed this episode, make sure to subscribe, leave a review, and share it with your fellow salon owners. Let's empower our teams to elevate our businesses together. Thanks for tuning in today. As always, I'm here to help you put the power of your success in your own hands. Stay tuned for more episodes with tips, insights, and strategies that will elevate your salon to new heights. Until next time, keep empowering your team and leading with purpose. Thanks for tuning in to the Elevate podcast. If you loved this episode, it would mean the world to me if you would leave a review on Apple Podcast or wherever you listen. The Elevate podcast is hosted by me, Patricia Nowakowski, and is produced by Opulent Beauty Pro. To receive my free business guides, visit opulentbeautypro.com/free or click the link in the show notes. You can find me on Instagram at Opulent Beauty Pro or at Patricia_Nowakowski_OBS. If you love this show, please consider subscribing and we will see you next week.